Kal Kadosh Erev Tov, Mishnah Yomi. This is Perek Vav. We're starting the 6th chapter, Mishnah Aleph and Bet. Mishnah Aleph, now whether we finish speaking about the pit, now we're going to go back to other damages done by the animal, whether it's going to be through shen and regel, which is eating or walking. So now we're going to start with Aleph. If you brought the sheep into the pen, right, which is basically its area where it is, and you lock the door in front of it properly, and then it goes out and damages human being's property. So therefore, he's going to be patur for the damage. Why? But since he did his due diligence of locking up properly, he's going to be exempt. If you didn't lock up in front of it properly, and it goes out and damages, chayav, you're going to be chayav. What happens right now if it broke, it was breached during the nighttime, or robbers broke it during the nighttime? And it goes out and damages, patur. He's going to be exempt from paying because the wall broke, it wasn't his fault. So in such a case, he's going to be exempt. That means he's only going to be obligated, right? Because again, only in cases where it's normal that he should have paid attention to it. What happens if the robbers were the ones that took out the sheep? So then listim chayavim. So the listim are going to be chayavim in all these cases as well. Mishnah Bet. What happens if you put the animal, right? It's in the pen, but you put it in the hot sun. Or you gave it to a deaf mute and a person that's not incompetent, right? Or a minor, a person that's under bar mitzvah. So what happens? Then it goes out and it damages. Chayav, the owner is going to be obligated. Why? Because basically he was negligent in leaving it in the sun or by giving it to a chereshut avikatan. Right? These people are not competent people. What are you giving them things to watch over? So therefore you're going to be chayav. But if you gave it over to a shepherd, the shepherd takes its place. Why? Because now the shepherd is instead of the owners. So therefore he's obligated in all the different things. Nafla legina v'ne'enet. What happens if it accidentally falls into a garden and it's benefiting? It's damaging the crop, right, but it's benefiting. So he has to pay what it benefits. He doesn't have to pay for the damage because again, it was an accident. But he does have to pay that which it comes and it benefited from it. However, though but if it goes down normally and then it damages, he has to pay all the damages as normal. How do you evaluate the damage? We're going to evaluate a betseah. How much was it worth beforehand, before the damage, and how much is it worth afterwards? Says Rabban Shimon Omer. Rabban Shimon comes and he says, one second. Achla perot gimurim, right? Because remember, according to the first Tana, the Tana Kamma, he doesn't pay the cost of the damaged produce. He only pays the reduction of the value of the land. Right? Now we're going to say the exact opposite. Says Rabbi Shimon, achla perot gimurim. If it eats fruits which are ripe, you have to pay the fruits which are ripe, which means that this Tana holds that it all depends on the produce as well. Why? Because we're going to assess it according to the value of it, not only just the damage to unripe produce, but rather also to the value of the lamb, which with proper produce.